And we're live. Hey everyone, doing another one of these news recap streams, but just kind of want to get some more opinions on recent stuff. Plus, there's also been some news in the past week, and we got some breaking news that I don't think anyone else has covered yet as far as YouTube. So this might be the first place to see it. So why don't we go around, start with where we can find you, and what did you get this week, starting with Alan?
Of course, I am Werewolf Finder and Werewolf Finder Gaming here on YouTube. You can also find me on Instagram at Alan_Ware. And what I got this week is that, well, since the last time we talked, I've gotten the leader class, oh god, what's his name? The Triple Changer.
Sandstorm?
Sandstorm. I got Sandstorm, I got Gears, I got Silverbolt, I got Armada Starscream, and I'm loving them all. Silverbolt on the.
Yeah, Silverbolt's disappointing.
Well, he's definitely the definition of a step forward, two steps back, where the robot mode is really good. The beast form is just garbage.
Mm-hmm.
Give me the original toy for the beast form and give me the new toy for the robot form. That'd be my sweet short of it.
All right, Joe, what about you?
What was the question? What did I get? I got more blocky figures. I got the model kits, like the Rise of the Beast. So the Scourge, the Primal, the Prime, the Bumblebee.
Mm-hmm.
That light up, and those are pretty cool.
I need to get some of those at BotCon.
Yeah, they're fun. And then like the mini G1 ones with the blind packs, those are cool. I got some duplicates, so I've been playing around because most of the parts are interchangeable, so you can like swap pieces and colors and stuff like that.
So you could do the Skybound Optimus with the Megatron arm.
Yeah, I've done that before. What I did, which I thought was cool, is I took Blue Streak's, like his red inner torso, and I took his red joints, like it's a brighter red than Megatron's. I put it on Megatron. Then I took Skywarp's fists and I gave them to Megatron, and he looks almost exactly like Action Master Megatron.
That's so cool.
Yep.
I wish we had that BotCon set. Like, I wish it was actually mass produced.
Oh, like Action Masters like that, or the one that they showed back when?
The one they showed back then.
Yeah.
Just all those.
I think it was. Yeah, I think it was neat. But I don't know. We'll see what the future holds.
But,
yeah.
All right. Well, you can find me here and everywhere else at Daltini95. And this week I got in, and excuse the messy hair or whatever, I got the Ghost Starscream and Waspinator 2-pack.
Oh, sweet. I got charged for it, but I have no money. So he called me poor. I'm like, you guys suck.
I just got charged for Magmatron the other day. I'm waiting for that to ship out. And I've got a couple things that should be coming in today. So, but yeah, that's pretty much it. So let's go ahead and get into this news. I'm gonna recap some things we talked about last week with Brett, but haven't gotten these guys' opinions on it, or at least they haven't shared them. So let's go ahead and get into it. As soon as it's always like a struggle for me to just get
it out.
Well, they make little blue pills for that, but that's besides the point.
Set yourself up for that, though.
Yeah. So going over the live stream that happened, was it last week or the week before?
Last week.
We got a Steel Jaw here, little core class. I don't hate it, but I am definitely a little bit disappointed, especially after having MMC Tempo. I know that's not a fair comparison because one's like masterpiece scale or IRL scale, and the others.
Did you notice they're lowering the prices on this stuff? So these are back down to 10. I think I saw somewhere deluxe they're going back down to 20. I think they're going to be
Amazon, right?
No, I saw it at like a Walmart. They're lowering them to 20.
Yeah, they call it rollback, even though it's just this is the price it was 5 years ago.
Yeah. So kind of nice.
But I know a lot of people are hating on this, but you got to remember these are core class. These are tiny, and they're tapes.
Yeah, I mean, I'm fine with it.
Yeah, the only problems I have is, and they've discussed it on the stream, they couldn't do the gold eyes because it wouldn't stand out very well against the yellow plastic. I mean, toy hacks stay different because they will use actual chrome stickers. And the lack of gray on the legs, even though the packaging shows, the gray legs. But you got the speaker, and see, I don't know if Ramhorn is coming out separately or if he's just coming with that Preceptor pack. So you might have to get 2 of these, or just wait and see what happens with that Preceptor pack if he includes the speaker.
See, I'm really digging this concept of the tape, the tape transformers coming with an accessory for the bigger guy.
Well, I mean, this is the only one that's done this. Rumble and Frenzy came with their pile drivers.
Technically, no, because Ravage from the Bumblebee line included the little extension for Soundwave's gun.
Oh, see, I'm thinking 86.
Well, I'm talking about in general because it helps justify the price a little bit, and it helps flesh out the accessory for your bigger guy at the same time. It from my mind views it as more of an expansion pack, so you don't have to get it. You don't have to have the big guy. So if you just want Steeljaw, cool, he has a little accessory that he can tout. But if you do have the big guy, it tricks him, it decks him out even more.
You know what saying Steeljaw with just the speaker reminds me of? The 2009 Incredible Hulk movie. The Stark sound emitters.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
And I got this. I'm not a big fan of Barricade, but this is all new molding, just with the same engineering.
I hated that Barricade.
I hope I like this more because Barricade. If anyone's seen my video of the worst figures or best and worst, Barricade was the worst figure I got last year.
Him and Bumblebee went back to Amazon.
Yeah, I'm not like that barricade. That version of that mold is. You can definitely tell it's the first. Oh goodness gracious, and yeah, it looking at this, it does make me a little bit more hopeful that they've gotten rid of a little bit of the kibble issues.
Well, I mean, it was mostly the arms and the weird things on the thighs. Since he rotated those down to here, that's no longer a problem. And he doesn't have the weird wizard sleeves that get in the way of everything.
Yeah.
So, I don't know. I only got one. I'm not troop building this thing.
The bad part is I am. I think I technically pre-ordered 3.
Now, if they do the jet one with the same engineering, I'll get that. I'll have one of each. I'll be happy.
So, take this concept and look at the sideswipe they did. I love that sideswipe figure. The feet look dumb, but I still really like that figure.
Yeah, so do I.
Bring on a Sunstreaker. Bring on Prowl. I don't really care. I really like that mold.
Wheeljack.
Yeah.
Oh, I would love a dead end from these games.
Oh yeah.
Like I love that design for dead end. It's probably my favorite. Breakdown is easily one of my favorite designs of that character because it's got that kind of like
unrelated but Constructicons.
Oh god. How would they do that? Would they go with like the War Within style?
Like would it be game?
They weren't in the game. The
Combaticons. Oh, sorry, I meant Combaticons.
Yeah, I would love the Combaticons. Like, do them all as Voyager, maybe Onslaught as the leader.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because he was huge, like bulky.
Yeah, because like even though like Jazz had he used a grappling hook to start climbing up him.
Yeah. Yeah, there's the vehicle mode. Looks fine. Like, I know the concept art, they even admitted, the concept art, gray and purple, but in the game, it is actually this color.
Which as someone who played, God knows how many hours I dumped into that game, but But I like this move better because it'll stand. Because being in the video game and being in toy form can be two different things. You don't want a flipping almost black figure like that on your shelf. It's not going to stand out.
Well,
it's gonna blend into the background. You're not even going to notice it.
you say that, and I kind of want to do a black wash on this thing to make it look darker and grittier.
Well, I mean, like having a black wash on it and then it actually being black are two different things. Because a
Yeah.
black wash will help bring out the detail, and it being black with some purple highlights is different.
Yeah, Skywarp. Brett already aired his grievances with this, and I can agree to it. To a point. Like, I don't like the gray on purple. It just reminds me too much of Cybertron. Skywarp. Like, I would prefer if they, did the lighter gray and all black and left this kind of bluish gray as it is. Like, why is it always Starscream that's the odd, or Skywarp that's the odd man out?
Meh.
But, yeah, they gave him the Blitzwing head, which is weird. But
I didn't
right.
get it. I didn't get Thundercracker.
Yeah, I didn't get any of these secrets. They're cool, but just don't have a spot for
Starscream, but
I got Starscream and I got Blitzwing, and I still need to track down the other ones. Mostly because I really like this design, and for me, the transformation is really good fiddle fodder. Like, it's just enough for me to pay attention, but it's not also at the same time. Like, if I want to, I can really just turn my brain off on it.
Yeah. Now we got the one I'm really looking forward to, and yeah, very big improvement on the Siege one, except for the lower legs.
Yeah. The lower legs, how the shoulder pylons can actually move.
I just wish they added a panel to cover up this front wheel. Like, the rear wheel's fine because it looks like the stabilizing rotor. I'm having deja vu because I said this exact same thing last week. And of course, they mistransformed it for the photo here. These should be further back.
Yeah. Like, I don't really have a problem with this. Like, I really dug that mold. I sold it, so getting another whack at it with a different set of accessories is actually kind of good on my end. So
I'd be triple dipping because I have the Wreckers version.
Oh.
Yeah, I saw the listing for this and I sold mine. So
bonus.
Yep. I'm well, I'll get rid of it and get the new one.
Yeah.
Now, what are your thoughts on the extra accessories? Because Brett was even saying when we were doing our last stream that the mortar shell here from I've got better things to do tonight than die is staying in the box.
I dig the mortar shell. But it, like, what's he gonna do outside from holding it? Not really much. I mean, unless there's a secret function it does outside from just literally just being a hollow piece of plastic.
It does have a blast effect board on it.
Well, yeah, maybe the shells come off and you can make it look like it's blasting or something. I don't know.
I mean, that'd be cool.
Maybe there's a secret listing somewhere for the launcher.
Dude, if they made that launcher and like it turned into some random dude called
Launcher.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, who cares? I mean, that would be cool.
Yeah,
I'd buy that.
That would actually be like really ingenious to give us a little tease. Like, oh yeah, the reason why he came with a mortar is because we're going to do that later. That would be genius. I'd actually be on top of that 100%.
Like, have a spot where you could put it in and then have another one up top. Like, you can move along to where it looks like it's launching out.
So you can actually recreate the scene.
And Springer's got opening hands, so they could always, create like a little thing for them to grab onto, like the trigger.
Yeah.
Does that mean we're getting Dead Wheeljack and Wind Charger next?
Please.
Oh, we need a Wind Charger first.
I wouldn't be surprised if that's like next year.
Watch, they'll release the cab for Commander Class Prime as, sleep mode.
Definitely. Yeah. Not just sleep mode, probably Final Battle Edition where he's not gray.
I mean, I'd honestly see them doing the final battle as like swappable parts for the upcoming Studio Series 1.
Oh yeah, yeah, that makes sense. Where you can put in the side gash and the blasted face.
Head. I mean, I could see them doing that with Megatron too to boost up the leader class point.
So I think the reason that they're coming with these accessories and stuff is because they're getting rid of Masterpiece, and they're trying to make the mainline more Masterpiece, trying to bring in the Masterpiece collectors into the mainline stuff. I mean, you look at the Jinrai they did; he's probably what Class 6E scale, so he's going to scale with this stuff.
It could. I thought they were still keeping the same scale. They're just putting everything under the gunpowder. Huh.
He's a bit smaller. So, I don't know. I don't like it. I want them to finish Beast Wars, but
I'm sure we'll still get the Beast Wars in the same scale that they're in.
Hope so.
They still got a ways to go.
Hope so.
Yeah, got all these accessories. You got the blaster that Magnus used for half a second, but was primarily Springer's.
Yeah.
You get two swords.
See, that's
that hammer. The hammer they just threw in because it had extra space on the mold.
Which at that point, okay, that's cool. Just throw in a random accessory that he's still tied to, and you can just easily give to a different version of Springer. That's fine.
Well, and they kind of mentioned that the hammer could be in something we'll see later. So I have a feeling it's going to be part of that fourth comic book pack.
Possibly.
Based on some of the speculation, but yeah. I'm super stoked for Springer.
See, I've always had a problem with helicopter blades becoming a sword because it's just the way they fidget and not most of the time, but at least the ones I mess with, they never want to peg in or clip or friction together to become a sword because they're always one's off by a little bit. I did like how they snuck in the wrist mounted launcher. I did like that.
Oh yeah, that's nice.
We're outnumbered.
But him including the actual sword he used in the show was like, you know what? Okay, for me, who always fits with blade swords like that. I like that. That was nice for me.
The only one that I think worked perfectly, I think, was Thrilling 30 Springer. I love that sword.
That sword was really, really good.
Yeah.
That figure was just really good.
Mm-hmm. I mean, if they just update a little bit, give him ankle tilt, some better joints, I think he'd be like figure of the year for a lot of people still.
Yeah, I mean, I can see it.
He's going to be in Void Rivals, but here's the really controversial figure. So I thought we weren't going to have anything controversial, but this one, people have been arguing till they're blue in the face about this. And I like it.
It's a Bumblebee. He was in the movie. What's controversial about it?
This is what people are griping about. I mean, he looked like a penny racer. They wanted to avoid the Volkswagen license. This is as close as they could get to him still looking like a Beetle while avoiding.
Fine with me.
I mean, I kind of like. I like how when he transforms, his feet still look like looks like the Volkswagen Beetle. Feet. I like that, and how they were able to hide it in this is actually really cool from me.
Well, and doing it this way makes it much easier to get some simple retools, repaints out of it. Switch out the feet, you got Cliff Jumper.
Thanks for reminding me. I gotta sell that other Cliff Jumper. I'm gonna go grab it real quick.
So after learning about what Hasbro has to go through with licensing thanks to live action movies, I'm a lot more forgiving especially when a G1 when they try to get close to the G1 as possible without it being G1 because they were based off of real cars. I'm a lot more forgiving if it's not a 1-for-1 recreation of a G1 figure, because sometimes we might not even get a figure of that character again because people want the vehicle mode to be exact the way it was back in the day.
So yeah, I'm more of the tune aspect. Like if it looks like the cartoon, I'm all for it. Toy, like if you want it like the toy, get the Masterpiece.
Well, that's actually what I was kind of leading to, like Jazz. Jazz, from what I've heard, is going to be a problem because the car licensor is being a dick.
Well, yeah, they
Well,
don't. It's not Porsche. It's Martini Racing that doesn't like it,
Yeah.
and they own that custom whatever.
like the
version
spoiler
of
and everything.
Yeah. So it's not Porsche that's a problem. It's Martini Racing.
Mm.
Something about dude's granddaughter being a pacifist or something stupid. I heard. I don't know.
Ooh.
Yeah. I mean, I just give me a cliff jumper, give me Glyph and tap out. I'll be extremely happy.
I did like.
Of course,
dig it.
bumper, hubcap.
Yeah.
G1 Wasp. I know we're getting animated, but do a G1 Wasp just for the hell of it.
Yep.
I mean, I can dig it. Like, I don't mind. Like, I don't mind the aesthetic. I mean, because the Studio Series was all about trying to get more accuracy in both modes. So if it means being more cartoony with the, like, if it looks more cartoony / the penny racer, I mean, so be it.
Well, see, I think the biggest problem is people are looking at it from this angle, and that's what's giving them like weird. But it looks fine right there.
Yeah, because people
Right
forgot.
there.
Because people forgot like how squat he was in faraway shots in the cartoon.
So this, I cannot wait.
I need to go back and read the comics. Like, I have no attachment to this character whatsoever. Like,
I don't. I just love the design.
Like, I'm happy for him when he pops up because it's showing more. Because I know he is one of those. He's one of the first comic exclusive characters. So when he does pop up in mainstream stuff like this, I'm happy because it's them acknowledging stuff outside the cartoons.
I just wish we got, because you've seen it in the group we're in, but the darker, almost like purple color. I would love to see that as like a mainline release.
Yeah.
I got 2 of these. Just one to keep sealed, one to open. Because who knows if we'll get a regular mainline one?
Yeah.
I hope so, but I don't know. So
the flying cannon. Like, you can tell it's using Galvatron parts, but even then,
Galvatron all day, but whatever.
Well, I mean, even in the comic, he looked like he came out before Galvatron, but he still had the same kind of design. So
I think what that was. I think if I was talking with a few other people, and what we think was since he premiered before Galvatron did, he was basically the sneak preview.
I could see that. But yeah, nonetheless, I'm excited for it. And then, of course, they show him there in the first appearance.
Yeah.
And then I think this is his second appearance, but his first cover appearance.
Yeah.
So then you can display the mural with this mysterious hand that people were thinking is Flame, but it could be there's rumor floating around that it's a 2-pack. So it could be Flame still, but it could also be Emirate Zarin.
I don't know who either of those is.
Flame was kind of a wasn't he kind of a rogue Autobot? I want to say, and then Emirate Zarin was, I think, like the founder of the Wreckers. He's like the little gold dude with the silver head.
Yeah.
What's the gold wheel dude?
Scrounge.
Scrounge.
I don't think it's going to be Scrounge because he'd have to be really tiny. But yeah, some exciting stuff. Yeah, those are all done for pre-order. Beyblade, I pre-ordered them. Don't have a huge love for Beyblade, but I thought this was cool. I haven't played with them since I was a kid.
Oh, I forgot those exist.
Just be something fun to play with my roommates.
I kind of dig them because they were a app exclusive. And seeing this having like, I love goofy crossovers like this, where Transformers is going to Beyblades and not making them transforming Beyblades. They're just Beyblades. They're just happen to be Transformer themed.
Mm-hmm.
I kind of dig that. And this particular version of Beyblade isn't even out yet here in the States. So
really,
this is the next version of Beyblades that are fixing to come out.
Huh.
So the current Beyblade Burst is still in stores right now, and we're still wrapping up Burst here in the States, but the next version is just came out in Japan, like I want to say in March. So
Wow.
yeah, so we actually got a slight sneak preview of the next version through that, than them actually being in stores.
And then this happened last week as well. Or last weekend.
Joe? Alfredo?
Yeah.
Did you go see this?
No.
Okay, I did. So let me lay down let me lay down my thoughts on this. So yes, as everybody else says, there is about 20 minutes of commercials before the event even starts. Most of that was to be fair, most of that was mandatory trailers that the theater has to play. Which is fine. Which still included a flippin' Transformers 1 trailer. Now, both the Transformers 1 trailer that premiered before the event and the more mini version that premiered in the event, if you paid close attention, included a couple extra seconds of footage. I forgot to take notes of what it was, but it was like extra extended versions of like the certain talking scenes. Like when they first meet B, it shows a couple of seconds after the first trailer does.
Well, then the whole thing with them on the raceway or whatever.
Yeah. And then they go into, hey guys, this we know this is celebrating the 40th anniversary of Transformers, but we like to just show you what's going on right now. We have the studio series that spans all across all the movies. And this in particular, the next line he says, like, this is our 40th anniversary line that covers more than G1 because there's other fans that started later than you did. And then at first I'm like, okay, I know he's trying to talk to the older people who just want to hear for the G1 cartoon. But as I'm leaving the theater after the event, there was literally nothing but old dudes in my theater with like maybe one or two kids. And I'm like, yeah, that particular part was exclusively for these old people that only saw the OG cartoon back in the day. But the actual event itself was the first episode table reading. Was actually really cool. Seeing the guys that seeing the newer guys, especially Frank. Oh my god.
Frank Todaro.
Huh? Yes.
Frank.
Not only do I prefer I prefer his G1 Starscream over Chris Latta. Maybe because it was the live aspect. Huh?
That's blasphemy.
Hold on. Maybe because it's the last. Maybe it's because the live aspect. Because not only was it a little bit more like, even though it still sounds like G1 Starscream, I guess it's in the right pitch that it catches my ears better. But also at the same time, during the table read, anytime Starscream and Megatron got into fit with each other, Frank would actually be throwing. Holy crap! I just realized it's Frank versus Frank.
Yep.
Starscream Frank would be throwing faces and mannerisms at Frank Welker, and they'd be going back and forth during the table read. And,
yeah, I saw someone post a little clip, and then right as soon as Frank Welker said never, like you see Todaro like recoil a little bit.
Yeah. It was like that was adding a nice little aspect of watching them bicker on screen too. And hearing the guys, you can now some of them, yeah, you can definitely tell their age. You can definitely like, I think as much as I know people like Frank Welker as Megatron, we kind of have to grow to accept the fact that it's probably getting hard for him to recreate the G1 Megatron. Like he can he did great in Prime because it was him accepting a little bit more gruff Megatron that goes along with his age. But everybody else did a great job. The guys who replaced everybody did a great job, except for Greg Berger. Greg Berger was kind of like, at certain points, was kind of like, they definitely had to find someone else who wasn't really here, could they?
Who voiced Prowl originally? Was it Jack Angel?
Oh, the OG voice of Prowl was there.
Oh, that was Michael Bell. He was there.
Yeah, he was there.
Greg Berger was the narrator, right? And like Spike or something in Shockwave?
Oh, no, Dan. Dan who voiced Bumblebee was Shockwave.
Really? Oh, okay. That's weird.
Yeah,
I wonder if they're gonna put it up anywhere for anyone else to see, like on Hasbro's Pulse YouTube page or whatever.
They'll sell it. They'll be like, "Oh, you can buy this in September on Blu-ray for $40."
I can definitely see them re-releasing it because um after the episode got done, they showed off bloopers.
Oh
And
yeah, they can probably they'll probably do the whole like the whole 40th anniversary, all 4 episodes as like maybe a $20 thing you can buy at Walmart or on Amazon.
I would buy it, not I would buy it, but I would definitely would watch it because that was actually kind of fun. The whole table read thing, seeing actual live interactions between all the actors, getting some of the updated voices, was actually very fun to watch. And here in Soundwave, uh, here in
Yeah, 'cause
Soundwave,
they didn't put up for their vocoder. I heard about that.
yeah. To be fair, but that's because they're going through a live performance, and you can't
Yeah.
do it. And Soundwave without the vocoder is fucking Dr. Claw.
Yep.
Yeah, you know that?
I did not know that.
Yep.
You didn't watch Dark of the Moon or Revenge of the Fallen?
Well, it's been a while.
Decepticons, we've located the shard.
Yep.
Which I think I haven't booted up Revenge of the Fallen outside from the clip we started sharing amongst each other, where I'm going to say this to the podcast. So go watch Revenge of the Fallen again, people. 2 hours and 15 minutes in, when the Fallen teleports in, and he swipes the soldiers. Look to the extreme left of the screen. He straight up decapitates a human.
Yep.
And you see that, and you see the head cartoonishly pop up.
A little splash of blood.
Yeah, but it happens by so fast that no wonder no one caught it for years. I thought it was an edit on Twitter, but anyway.
I thought you pulling my leg when you messaged me in the group, or when you were talking about it in the group chat.
No, I
look up to see like, oh shit,
that's real. I thought that was an OG edit on Twitter, but then I went and I got my OG 2009 Blu-ray, and I popped it in, and yep, there it is. I'm like, oh, this is legit. And anyway, back to the special. Everybody did good. The voice of Prowl actually made a comment in the bloopers saying that the whole entire time that they're there, one of their main goals was to get Peter and Frank to laugh, and you actually catch some of that breaks because they're mid performance and they're telling these jokes, and they're mid Optimus and mid Megatron, and they're just cracking up in Megatron and Optimus voices. And they said we should get like some of these clips and just animate them like animatics. I'm like,
oh,
yes.
like people do with like podcasts, and then they animate them on YouTube. Like there's a couple of watch like the Has Been Hotel cast members talking, and then they animate over them.
Yeah, I mean that'd be a cute little idea.
I imagine it'll happen. It'll be all over TikTok.
Yeah. So it was episodes 1 through 4. They played them like normal, no table reads. They didn't play the opening credits of every single episode, but when the closing credits came around, they like hit the fast forward button on them. They didn't do anything. The only thing they really did to the episodes was that they did clean them up a little bit, animation wise, and because it's 80, it's commercial, it's toys, not toys. I mean, it is a commercial for toys, but the show is from the 80s. You can only clean up the OG masters so much before you hit a dead wall before you digitally remaster in colors.
See, I would love to see a full remaster of the show with modern animation. Just keep the audio the same. Just use new animation. Like that would be beautiful.
Oh, and not only would it be beautiful, but there'd be so many inconsistencies that would be redone. Oh,
yeah, like the 2 star screams. No, that was a Rhino error, wasn't it?
I think so. Yeah. Speaking of animation, TJ Omega pointed this out, and once he did, I couldn't unsee it. You can clearly see the jump from TV special from More to the Mean CI's parts 1 through 3 to what your series is going to look like from Countdown to Destruction, because towards the end of the episode, after they get done doing the whole space bridge stick, all the Autobots are there, and they're yeah, woo, we did it, woo. Like all 7 cast members are there, but nobody's moving, and it's just a stock image.
Oh god, it's a static image.
It's just a static image of them doing there. Now, also again, this show was built to be displayed on 1980s television sets.
Yeah, on 2 TVs.
On 2 TVs. When you blow a show like this up to big screen, you can really see when they just get lazy with like. There's one part in Countdown Destruction Part 2 that I had to make a note of this, where this happened technically twice, where Prowl and Ironheart are flying, which I never understood in the G1 cartoons. And they said, "Oh my God, we barely dodged this missile," and you literally just saw the animation cell of them flying just scoot down.
Mm-hmm.
And in a weird reversal way, when Megatron gets done with his fight with Optimus with the infamous Energon mace and axe, he's
John Sherman Dam.
Yeah, so he's technically swinging the mace around, and he's giggling, and he's flying away. That part is animated because you can clearly see the mace spinning, and he flies by a static cell of the Decepticons.
Yeah.
The Decepticons are not moving. You can clearly tell that this was just a drawn still while he flies by, and a 2-second loop of the sky is. It wasn't even 2 seconds. It was a 1.5 loop because you can actually see it stop and restart. And I was like, yeah, this is definitely made for small TVs. Watching this on the big screen is like, oof.
Yeah.
You can definitely see a lot more animation errors. The animation errors. What? Oh, I'm getting my email from my. I was like, package dropped off. Oh, my email's catching up. But you can definitely see the animation errors, the cut corners. But it was still a fun time to watch all 4 episodes because I don't want G1 still holds as much as I make fun of it, as much as I pick out the problems, it still holds a special place in my heart because it is what got me technically into Transformers. And I don't watch the G1 show like on passing. If I do watch it, I'm going to stop what I'm doing. I'm going to give it my full attention.
Yeah.
So actually able to sit down and rewatch the first 4 episodes, which I've barely watched up to this point. I think I only watched like the first 10 episodes. Like I want to say once or twice back to back, outside from like maybe technically catching an episode here and there when I was a kid, or maybe somehow catching a random episode and like as a special on a video game or a DVD. It was kind of cool. I couldn't get any kind of popcorn or anything. They actually didn't have any of the tubs or drinks at my theater, which sucked.
I mean, you can buy them online, can't you?
It's not the same.
I know.
It's not the same. But going there and actually sitting down and watching one of my childhood favorite shows on the big screen was a cool little fun experience, and it was kind of for me to kind of giggle to see just how bad certain things were because certain things you can't really ignore when it's blown up to a flippin' 4K theater screen. Now the cool part is that they did fill the borders in with like a Teletran 1-esque border to make it look like
So kind of like the G2 did with the Cybernet Space Cube.
Yeah. And that's kind of like what they did when they have the live table read, because it wasn't just the G1 cartoon. You had the audio, you had the G1 cartoon on the left and a Twitch style feed on the right. And sometimes the lines would get a little bit ahead of the cartoon.
Mm-hmm.
But then again, that's a fault on the cartoon. Of sometimes the talking had to go really fast like this, and you had to get so much information out in a short amount of time. And then there was just times like this where we're obviously trying to fill in time type stuff in the actual cartoon itself. So, but it was really rocky in the start. Like you can clearly tell they went a little too fast in the arena. Like, oh snap, there's now like a whole 15 seconds of Bumblebee talking, and they already said all the lines.
Wow.
But it was really fun. I actually kind of wish they would do something like this more often, or at least I wish this had more promotion, because I think going to something like this with a theater full of people would have been a lot more of an experience.
Yeah, it's a big problem that Hasbro's had, is they don't know how to advertise anything, even though that's what their whole premise of the toy line is.
You're supposed to be advertising toys. Now, one cool little thing that they did is that they did if they had a figure of him, they had figures in front of the actors that they were representing. So Dan did have a Shockwave and a Bumblebee in front of him. Greg had, I think, like a Starscream and a blaster in front of him, mostly because of he was mostly gap filler. As much as I like him as a voice actor, he did not do good as the narrator, because that
Who was the narrator originally? Was it Wally Burr or someone else?
Oh, I don't remember his name.
I want to say he was one of the ones that actually died.
I think he's
because-
still alive.
I know they got someone else for Jazz since Scatman passed away.
Yeah.
It was RID Jazz, wasn't it?
Yeah.
That was
Oh,
cool.
No. Victor Caroli is an American actor.
Yeah, wasn't he Jazz and RID?
Oh no, hold on a second.
Would have been cool if they got Phil Lamar to do kind of like his animated Jazz voice.
I want to say he was Jazz and RID. Hold on, let's see. Jazz. What is it? Aligned?
It could be, or just RID 2015.
Yeah, Jazz Aligned, because he was in Robots in Disguise. Yeah. So let's see. He was voiced by. Looking. Why are you not saying who you're voiced by?
Probably because you have to scroll down further.
Robots in Disguise was. I think it is him. Arif. Yeah. Arif S. Kinchen. Yeah, that was him. But he had a beard. He had a big he had a big beard in the special. But yeah, he did a good job. He did a good job as Jazz. Like basically the people aside from Greg, they got to replace the voice actors except for Dan too, because Dan, oh my god, as Shockwave was so without his because Shockwave is synthesized as well. And without the synthesizer in it as well, it's like, dude, this sounds so weird. It's messing with my brain a little bit. Oh Jesus Christ.
They could have gotten John Bailey to do his Shockwave voice again, but I think people are starting to get a little tired of him.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm over that dude.
Oh yeah. So
I'm kind of pissed off about Reactivate because they're getting him the voice Optimus. Like, get someone to do an original Optimus voice. Don't keep doing Cullen impressions.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Do your own thing with it. Like, yeah, Neil Kaplan tried doing a Peter Cullen impression, but his voice sounded enough like his own take on the character. Especially same with David Kay and Gary Chalk. Like, those are still probably my favorite voices for Optimus besides Cullen.
Yeah. So Victor has a very weird so Victor only has 13 acting credits. He was the narrator for the Transformers series. He was the narrator for the movie, and then he did Robotix, My Little Pony in '92. He was a TV announcer for Judy Berlin in '99. And then you skip all the way forward to 2011 for DC Universe Online, a show called The Exorcist Chronicles in 2015. He came back for Titan's Return in 2017 for one episode, and then was in a show called Bravest Warriors for 8 episodes, and that was it. So it seems like he does work sparingly.
You know, it would have been cool if they got Steve Bloom there to do the narrator voice, because he killed it with the War for Cybertron game.
Yeah.
It's a Shockwave voice I had to do 2 years later, but
yeah. I mean, I would dig him as a good replacement narrator. But yeah, everybody else who was there, and they could there was times where Soundwave was synthesized, but it was at It was actually kind of cool when Frank had to basically talk to himself whenever he was talking to himself as like either Soundwave to Megatron, or Megatron to Soundwave. That was a time where he had to they had to use a pre-recorded version with a synthesized voice because the lines were going back and forth too fast for him to swap voices.
See, that's why you need actors like Scott McNeil, because he could change voices on a dime like that.
Yeah. Overall though, it was a fun little experience. I wish they advertised it better. I wish there was a little bit more rather than just. I wish the table read did extend to all 4 episodes.
That would be cool, but that's also a lot of work on their voices too.
Yeah. Again, that's again an I wish thing, but I wish it extended to all 4 episodes rather than just the next 3 episodes just being. Oh hey look, here's the rest of the special because we have to fill in time.
Yeah.
But I wish they could have done a little bit more with the sound editing because listening to certain sound effects through Dolby Digital speakers was really harsh on my ears at times because you have a lot of high pitched clanking and laser sounds and synthesized sounds all from the 80s, which again through TV speakers is fine. Not through $100,000 Dolby speakers. It hurts.
Yeah.
Imagine if you got tinnitus.
Yeah. All right.
Oh yeah, that would have been a oof. Overall, I give it like a 7, solid 7 out of 10. Decent experience. I just wish there was more people in my theater to actually like maybe do some cheering or stuff rather than just. Yeah, it was an old cartoon. We saw it. I was yay. There, I'll throw some shade at it. There was more interaction when I went to the 15th anniversary showing of the 07 movie than there was this.
Wow.
Yeah, there was more interaction with that than this. But then again, that is a summertime movie blockbuster compared to a TV cartoon.
Yeah. So also during the stream, they showed off this vinyl record. I do plan on getting it because it just looks awesome, and I'd love to hear the OG cartoon soundtrack on vinyl.
I don't hate the new mix.
Do what, Joe?
Oh, I just said I'm getting it.
And it's not bad for $38.
Yeah, I mean, I spent that on that Taylor Swift album or whatever.
Ew. I think this is gonna do better than a Taylor Swift album these days.
I don't think so. She does. She sells crazy money.
Yeah. I mean,
I'm excited for this, and then they've got like a new version of the 86 or the season 1 intro.
I don't hate it.
Of course, Stan Bush talking about it because he worked with everyone on getting that.
Yeah.
Robeson, no one cares about Robeson. Too much money for blood.
Oh yeah, there was a Robeson commercial, and that special too. It's like, yeah,
I mean,
okay.
I'm excited to see it at BotCon, but I have no interest in getting it. Like just to see it in person once, I think I'll be satisfied.
Yeah, and it'll be cool to see it with Prime there, and they'll have Grimlock too, I'm sure. It'll be cool to see, because I mean, I'm not going to get them, but it'll still be cool to see them in person interacting and stuff. So,
I think we can actually coin that term as a con-only toy. Where, yeah, I'll probably mess with it at the con, but I'll never buy it.
Well, I don't think you can really mess with it other than giving it the vocal commands.
Well, that is messing with it technically.
I mean, like you can't touch it.
Yeah.
But anyways, got Space Bridge reveals and actually have a new animatic for it, which I was surprised by.
Not just a new animatic, but they're showing the box art rather than just static images, which I was like, oh, okay, I like this. So I think they actually pointed it out too, where they're going to start using the box art so we can actually get a actual more visual,
proper look at the toy.
Yeah.
Well, I think that's also like partially due to the fact of what happened with Vector Prime, because people were thinking, oh, it's going to be Covenant of Primus. I thought we were getting Cybertron. It's Cybertron. They just used Covenant of Primus because they're dumb.
Yeah.
But yeah, Galvatron, I'm excited for it. I actually do like the core class. I don't see why everyone's hating on it so much. Like, I've had no issues with mine.
I still want to
I
pick
didn't
them
like
up.
it. I returned it.
Maybe you like the Galvatron better.
Nope.
I still
Well
want to pick. I still want to pick it up, not only to show the Energon branches some love, but just to fiddle with it. Speaking of things I was fiddling with the other day.
See, I've got no interest in these rock things. Like, maybe Shard, because she's a helicopter and actually wears those colors very well.
Name for his figure.
Yeah, we don't know who this is. But
like, I don't know what it is, but I have an instant soft spot for any of the Infernicus?
Infernicons.
Infernicons. Like, I don't know what it is, but like I got an instant attachment to them. Like, I want every single Infernicus that comes our way. I want all the repaints. I already want this person.
Like the one that comes with Thundertron, I'll pick up, but
Oh, I already got a thing. I already got an idea of, like, you can take off all the little bits of that one and put it on the tidal wave to make it look like space barnacles.
But something I'm excited for, like, regardless if it's a heavy retool of Skullgrin or not, finally getting Quake, a proper Quake after 30 plus years.
It saves me from rebuying the Titans Return one.
And no one wants the Titans Return one. It's just a generic dude.
Hey, I like my Titans Return stuff. I don't know what that's another thing that just clicked with me.
I mean, I've got it still. I'm just throwing needless shade.
Yeah. I do like I didn't even know he came with, like, the guns, like, with the other Trigger Master did. So
yeah, they're probably slight retools, but they're probably just the same. Like, if I was a betting man, I'd say they're probably the exact same mold. Kind of like what happened with Scoop and all of his repaints that came with Botcon stuff.
I mean, probably because you can obviously see the hinges on the barrels that they can fold up, and you can clearly see on the one that he's, like, holding up. You can clearly see a head. So maybe they can combine into a single dude. Like,
no, they're just the same molds that came with Needle Nose. I mean, you can do the combined gun, but even then, it's not very convincing. Slipstream, slight retool of Windblade.
I was cheering in my room when they announced her.
I just wish she looked more like the animated character. Like, I know she's very close, but get rid of the fans, put the blasters up on the side of the arm instead of underslung.
Yeah.
And I'd be a little bit happier. So, DNA, I found out that there's a super simple way to remove the wings. Give us some new wings, and I'll be happy at the very least with that.
Yeah. Oh god, what was it? Like, just anytime this character pops up in Hasbro, anything released Hasbro wise makes me happy. Because how many official releases do we have of her? That'd be the better question. Like, only like maybe 3 or 4?
Maybe, because there's the subscription service and Cyberverse, and that's really it.
There was a Takara one as well.
Yeah.
Takara Legends.
Forget about that.
Yeah. And I know she's gotten, like, a bajillion other
third party.
Yeah. So there is a Robots in the Sky slipstream, but it wasn't this slipstream. It's a minicon that Drift used.
Yeah.
But
was it Drift or was it Fracture?
Let's see. It looks like they have samurai armor.
Okay, so yeah, Drift.
Oh yeah, it's definitely Drift, because all the rest of the pictures of this version of Slipstream is interacting with Drift on the Wikipedia. So yeah, it's definitely one of Drift's little minicon buddies.
Mom, I want Missing Link Optimus Prime. We've got Missing Link Prime at home. Missing Link Prime at home.
Hey, as someone who recently just went on a budget, I'm not going to complain about this.
I'm not either. I'm just making a joke that I've heard a million times, and it's funny, but I'm excited for this.
Yeah. I mean, eventually I am going to get, down the road, I mean, I'm going to get me a Missing Link Optimus. But but I do kind of have to agree with Hasbro, because, like, when you take a step back, there's never been a affordable or cheaper price point Optimus. Either you have the core class, which is just, I think like,
there has been.
Huh?
I mean, there's been deluxe Optimuses before, but not for a very long time.
No, because for the past couple of years, it's usually been the core class mold or leader class and nothing else.
Or Voyager,
Or
Siege.
Voyager. Yeah. And that was basic. Oh yeah, I forgot the Siege didn't come with a trailer. And that was it. We need so for them to go through this incentive of trying to make more affordable so people can get them in their hands. I can appreciate that. And my Optimus Prime shelf doesn't, because it just means another figure on there.
I hope they redo this or use it as the base for like a toy style G1 Magnus, like maybe a leader class,
Sweet.
where they just give it a trailer and it just combines with the trailer. It doesn't have to be like armor. It just like plugs into the back or whatever, like the original toy did. I think that'd be cool.
Give us a Nemesis Prime. Do shattered glass like this.
Oh,
I mean, the
yeah.
list is endless. Like a shattered glass G1 style Optimus Prime.
That'd be
sick.
that actually you can take that idea and expand it too. So if they want to create more variations and make them cheaper, just stick with like this version. Just like stick with the $20 version instead of trying to make like the leader class or all that like the shattered glass or any kind of special editions. Just stick with this one, and that way you can throw it on the shelf.
Well, and then expanding on Joe's idea with the Magnus thing, do a powered convoy or the Delta Magnus.
Yeah.
But yeah, excited for that. Metal Hawk, I'll have to see what they've changed, because they said they're going to do toy style which I assume is going to be gold paint instead of the weird yellow. Maybe he'll come with his blaster. I don't know. I'll have to wait and see.
I'm going to do my usual thing of shotgunning from the hip. This toy did not sell well at all.
It didn't.
And the reason why
I think it was due to the dull colors and the QC.
It's a bold colors. Yes, it's another comic book character, but it's one of those characters of you should have stayed in the comic book.
This is based on the anime.
Oh, this is based on the anime?
Well, the regular one that came out last year was based on the anime.
But he's a character that's not familiar to the majority of the fans.
Mm-hmm.
And he is a definite proof, again, at least for my area and for what I've seen, he is definitely a case of you should have definitely just been part of a 2-pack.
Yeah, like the exclusive instead of mainline.
Yes, because like at my Target, we had 10 copies of this guy float around, and there's still 5 copies of this guy just floating around.
See, none of my stores had him. Like, he must have sold well here in Southern Texas. I don't know.
Well, or they sold the initial stock, but never ordered anymore.
Possibly.
Yeah. So why they announced him as it's a color revision? My brain instantly saw, oh yeah, you have a metric ton of backstock, and you just want to get rid of it all. Or you just want to get rid of the mold in general. This, on the other hand.
I am so goddamn excited for this figure. Like, I love the colors. I've always wanted the 2011 box set. It's animated. Like, just get in my collection already.
I love when we branch out into this guy was technically planned, but we didn't get it. So I love that we're able to branch out and get this type of stuff now.
Well, I mean, what do you mean he was playing and we didn't get it? Like, he was a BotCon exclusive, or you're talking about like on screen?
Like on screen and mainline. Because he was planned for season 4, but they didn't do it. So he was one of the few figures that he didn't even reach planning stages. It was just, well, if we kept going, he would have been a thing. But he was BotCon, but at the same time, that's still a convention exclusive where you had to attend the convention or order online. But this is now a chance for mainline people to be like, hey, this is a thing. This is what you see on the internet. What you see on the internet is not custom. This was an official figure.
So I wonder if they'll go so far as to do the rest of them repainted from, like, will we get drag strip from the Studio Series 86 RC and what is it? Wild Rider from, just I think that would be fun if they went all the way and did that.
Well, see,
Same.
I'd rather them go the extra mile and create the new animated molds for those characters. Like
mean,
for RC,
I
Jazz.
agree. I agree 100%, but I don't see them doing that. So,
Like
I
breakdowns colors on
I have a
Studio
feeling
Series Hot Rod.
this sort of golden age, so to speak, of animated and Armada and all that is going to end.
Yeah.
In the next few years, but
I'm imagining breakdowns colors on Studio Series Hot Rod. Damn.
Yeah, that'd be cool. G2 colors, that'd be really cool.
Yeah, G2 side swipe.
Yep.
Just give it a new head and do a repaint, store exclusive. One thing that kind of disappointed me, Soundwave, it's just the Earthrise mold with 3 cassettes to make it a leader.
I mean, to be fair, like not a lot of people were able to get a hold of that mold because that was
It's not a great mold.
I mean,
it's gappy. It's got parts from Siege still on it.
Fair, but at the same time, it's a lot of people who want a lot of people who want a G1 cassette Soundwave. They would want this mold. Like I want this mold, but I can never get it.
We're gonna get Studio Series 86, or is that what this is?
No, this is This is Legacy.
They're gonna do a Studio Series 86 Soundwave at some point. It would be foolish not to. They're just cashing in on this mold. This is what Hasbro does. This is part of the marketing. They're cashing in on this mold while they can before they release the much, much better one. Like that's why we released the Earthrise Prime, because they have a much, much better one coming out, and they're just raking in the money off the hype of the old one while they still can, and also giving people a cheaper alternative. Like when they do, I'm sure it'll be a Commander class Soundwave. It'll come with like 6 cassettes, Studio Series 86, butt ton of accessories. Kind of like how they did the Toys R Us release, where it came with all the cassettes, it came with the pile drivers and all that. And they're going to re-release this one shortly before they re-release the Commander one. Just more of these.
I'd rather them not do a Commander. I'd rather it be a leader, just make him bigger and just include Buzzsaw or Laserbeak with new parts on that bird. Like, make him good enough to release on it, because they could just as easily re-release the core class tapes of Rumble and Frenzy. Maybe do a new Ravage, a new Laserbeak, a new Ravage.
So Maker will be a leader.
Because Ravage definitely needs a new
Frenzy and pile drivers. So yeah, just do them a bit bigger, a bit more smooth and streamlined, and I think that'd be cool.
Yeah, new Ravage, because the Siege one is ass.
Yeah, I have that throne set that comes with essentially this thing in it, and I didn't even open it because I don't know. I don't care.
See, I mostly want the Shockwave out of that, like the brighter colors. That Shockwave was beautiful. Speaking of beautiful figures, Armada Galvatron. I love the colors.
Yeah, that'll be cool to get.
Yeah,
especially with Tidal Wave coming out. So
I really dug the leader class. So yeah, just getting another whack at that mold. Yeah,
that does it for that. So we got that out of the way. Let's see where else. Not yet. Some more images of Springer, just kind of lightning around to show everything he comes with, and some of the changes they've made. So new shoulders, new thighs, new chest.
Yeah,
new forearms. Like almost the entire upper body is new with similar engineering, but the shoulders have new engineering in order to allow the pylons to adjust.
Move independently.
And then, of course, the backpack and flatten out looks a little bit better than just a solid piece.
Yeah.
I just hope his ankles are stronger, because I know with the initial release of Siege, those ankles were loose as hell.
Yeah.
Missing Link. I've got these pre-ordered. $38, not bad, but not ideal. But I can see why.
I mean, they're about the price I think we said they were going to be. But I think I'll just go with the Optimus. I think I'll stay with that.
I like the bazooka. I'm going to display him with the bazooka. I know Brett said he's keeping it in the box and just displaying with the blaster. I'm going to have him dual wielding. I don't care. Like, Cliff Jumper's a gung ho, shoot questions first, ask questions later guy. So
yeah, I mean they're cute.
Yeah, I'll get them.
Hot Wheels. I think I might be the only one that's all in on at least these two. I don't know about you, Alan or Joe.
Yeah, I'll get them.
Like this is definitely a. Will I go out of my way? Will I go out of my way to order them? Probably not. If I see them on the shelf, I probably will pick it up.
Yeah, I'm in the same boat. I mean,
pre-ordered 3 of the Optimus.
If they're easy to get, I'll get them. If they're a pain in the butt, like the transforming one, no. I mean,
No.
I kind of wanted the transforming one, but
It sold out in 30 minutes.
It sold out in 30 minutes, and I'm like, oh crap. Oh well, I'm over it.
Yeah, because I can definitely see myself picking up at least both of these, especially because of how cheap they are. You know, because the Bumblebee is a mainline Hot Wheel, so that means it's gonna be $125.
Yeah, and then Prime is anywhere from $8 to $12.
Yeah, because it's. I mean, to be fair, it is the truck line of Hot Wheels, so
it's a smaller truck line. It's not the super rigs that come with the extra car. It's the track fleet, which these do fit on your track. You can put this on a Hot Wheels track setup and have it run around.
Yeah, again, since these are like on the cheaper end of the collectibles, like if I see them, I might pick them up because, I mean, they can fit in my budget, and it'd be nice to have a little mini version of the vehicle just sitting on my Prime shelf.
I pre-ordered 3 of the Optimus. One for me, one to open, one to keep sealed, and one for my mom because she loves Optimus.
I do like how on
Bumblebee, he's going to be considered common. He's 2 per case, so that's considered common with the K case. So you should be able to get this Bumblebee relatively easily.
Yeah.
I know some people are complaining about the rear wheel. It's just how Hot Wheels does the Beetle. I don't know why. It's just how they do it.
Yeah, I think it's mostly because of how it has to deal with the track. Because they have to fit on the track. If they're too small, they won't be on the track fully. They'll go through the launcher, but then it's like putting them through a launcher. It's not going to stay on the track. It's going somewhere in the room.
So yeah. I don't have a lot of Hot Wheels knowledge, but will there be treasure hunts of those where you can get the rubber tire versions or whatever?
I don't think so. I don't think they've announced anything like that.
Okay.
No, but since they made a new mold for Optimus, you can bet they'll probably do a Nemesis Prime out of it.
I hope they do a standard release where it's like $30 or $40 and it just doesn't have the metallic paint.
Well, the regular. Oh, you're talking about the transforming
one, yeah.
See, I was just talking about the regular Prime because that is a full new mold. Whereas Bumblebee, the only thing new about it is the chassis underneath.
Okay.
Yeah, because it has a Bumblebee head on it, doesn't it?
Yep, and the Hasbro stamp.
Yeah.
But Thundertron, for those who didn't get it, you can get this and not be mad about having doubles of the same character.
Yeah, that's pretty obnoxious, not gonna lie.
Yeah.
I mean, at least it's a little bit different, but not enough for me to be super excited for it. Like, yeah, it's a lighter shade of blue. The gold is more metallic. The only good points about it is the new head and the hook hand.
I like that head better.
Yeah, it's much more like how it should be, like the old toy.
I like the hook hand.
Yeah, so there.
Oh, he has an eye patch.
Yep.
Oh, that's cool.
See, this is what I miss from I'm gonna call it the second heyday of Transformers, the 2007 through 2011 era, right? Where if we got a re-release of something, if it was technically the same character, it was like, oh, the lightning version, or it's basically the same mold, just they did something different with it. Not just a re. Oh man, but this makes me think of those days, and like I kind of want this.
I know it would technically be a separate character, but I wish they did like the black and green, like Nemesis color.
Yeah, that would have been a lot cooler. Something like that.
And there you got Night
that
Strike
would
from
have
RID.
gone well with that whatever that is.
Yeah, so this is Night Strike from RID, the bat themed Decepticon.
Oh, okay.
Just shrunken down as a cassette.
Yeah, and it serves as his parrot. No, that's cool. I like that. I like the theming of this set.
Calcicon,
I mean, it's a standard. Oh shit! I never thought you could do that. It's a standard.
There you go. There's your anchor for the tidal wave.
Yep. And like I said, just take the bits and pieces off of him and put it on tidal wave and use it as like space particles. So, like, I'm really digging this.
So what? You're gonna turn tidal wave into a zombie? And if you know, you know, animated fans.
Maybe. But I like the new head. I like the coloration.
Yeah, the colors are nice.
Yeah, I love how he turns into a mini flag.
Yeah, I think they mistransformed him or something, because there should be that, or the peg wasn't painted, because I'm pretty sure on the back of the box it was like a full skull. But yeah, slight retool of Ratbat. I don't know if it's the wing thing head or if it's a new head.
It's a new head.
Okay. But yeah,
I dig it. I miss stuff like that so much.
So yeah, here's the Hot Wheels Prime that sold in 30 minutes and then immediately got scalped on eBay for triple the price.
Jesus. Oh, that's also because it's Hot Wheels too. The Hot Wheels secondary market is nuts.
But that's cool. I mean, it's cool. If I had the extra $80, I would have gotten it. But
also, he's a Hot Wheel sized Optimus that transforms.
Yep.
Yes, he is 1/64th scale. He fits in with Hot Wheels sized cars. So if you weren't worried about chipping the paint or damaging him, you could put him on a Hot Wheels track.
Okay, yeah, Hot Wheels fanatics picked him up like.
And see, that's why I hope they do like a Walmart Target retail version where it doesn't have the fancy metallic-y paint, but you can still get the same figure for
about half the price.
Yeah, $30-$40.
Yeah, the almost chromed metallic paint is just too much. Like if they had done it like the usual enamel paint, it would have probably been cheaper.
As a collectible, yeah, this is kind of cool, but at the same time, I'm giving the big yeesh because a completely made out of chrome is like, bro, you keeping that thing in the box and you're not touching it. No. Lockdown.
So Revenge of the Fallen Universe locked down because they said it is not animated.
Does that mean like the movie verse is slightly coming into Legacy?
Either that, or it could be considered comic universe because IDW used a similar design.
Possibly, yeah, maybe. We're in a weird conundrum.
I think it's just a generic enough lockdown for them to say, "Hey, we made a lockdown," until they can give us a proper animated one.
Yeah, that's kind of like what they did with Barricade, where after his popularity exploded with the movies, they just kind of adopted that version of him into every other version of him.
Yeah,
that basically became the standard. Oh, Bulkhead too. Bulkhead did the same thing.
Yeah, so here's some more pictures of that Prime from when the pre-orders went up.
Yeah.
In-hand images of the Target 4-pack. So.
God, he looks even better in hand.
Again, just the biggest problem is this right here. This strut on the back.
Yeah. But
I know Perspective End on YouTube, he absolutely hates that about this figure. Car mode looks great. It's nice seeing proper colored images instead of the studio shots from Hasbro.
Yeah.
I like that Tarantulas.
Yeah, he looks good. Tarn, Yeah, it's growing on me, but it's not going to be my definitive Tarn. Like, if I had MMC's Coulter, that would still be my definitive Tarn.
Yeah, I like how he comes with a sword. Like,
yeah, the bludgeon sword.
Yeah. Yet again, I'll say, like, I love it when they re-release a character not just with a paint job, but they give them different accessories.
The tech mode looks sick.
Huh?
The tech mode looks slick.
I love how it looks. I love how it looks like it's glowing, like he's fixing to fire off some shots.
Mm-hmm. Tarantulas looks so good. I love the toy style head with the little slit for the mouth.
And this is speaking of which, like, you can tell me that this, like, if you told me this was a completely different character, I could believe you.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you can say, like, oh, this is Spider-Tron, and what? Yeah, this definitely looks like a Spider-Tron.
If only it was the colors of the Microverse playset.
Yeah,
That'd be cool.
I would love to see Orkanok and what was the spider one called?
Arachnid.
Arachnoid, yeah. Those colors look awesome. That's going to go great with the toy Black Arachnia.
Oh, I probably need to still pick that up too.
Just the colors in Spider Mode look great.
Yeah, that's another one of those toys that's really going to pop on your shelf.
Mm-hmm. Oh, same with this one. Yeah, this isn't squeeze play for me. This is cancer straight up because he's got Browning.
I kind of like how he's definitely in the spot of you could be either or.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, that Headmaster is definitely based on the suit that Cancer wore.
Yeah. But I like it. I do like it when a character does that, reach that medium of it can be either or.
Mm-hmm.
But because for Hasbro, Hasbro does cover both bases, so they don't really have to make this mold again. But at the same time, because it also is such a random off character, is like, can we sell this character? Can we sell this character / mold again? And then if it answers no, well, guess what? We already covered both bases with this one release.
Yeah. And then you get the Spider Crab or the Crab Cobra mode.
We all
Interesting.
know it's like we all know he's going to stay in robot mode, not change anything else.
Yep. Kind of a weird thing here. GameStop has these CandyCon controller kits. Now, I was excited for these initially, and then I found out that these controllers could only be used with PC and Switch.
Ew.
Really? Maybe
Yeah.
I could put a Switch.
Like, if it was Xbox compatible, I'd be all over it.
It's kind of dumb that it's not, but...
I thought
But you got Devastator, Hot Rod.
Oh, yeah, I'll probably get these stupid things.
Yeah. And they're not too expensive either. It's just the skin for the controller, and they're $17 a piece. The controller, the base controller. Huh?
Paid less for the controllers. They had them on clearance at Ross.
Really?
Yeah, for $12.
Not bad. And then, of course, Soundwave. The Soundwave one looks really cool.
Yeah, I like that one.
I'm a sucker. I'm going to get all four.
So, yeah. Interesting
bad.
little set of things. So, if you got the Animated Prime upgrade kit, they announced a additional bonus. So, if you've already pre-ordered this, you're already guaranteed to get this. So, you get a visor piece and a mouth plate to look like the actual Power Master artwork from the and then you also get transparent parts for the hammer. So the hammer will look more like it does in the show. So you get the goggles and the mouth plate.
It really beef up that character. Really beef up that toy, doesn't it? Holy crap!
It does. Yeah, there's the standard blue and yellow. Then here's what
I think I have that. I thought I bought it again, but I don't remember. Because I didn't like it because he has breasts. And then
this came out.
I saw that and I'm like, damn it.
Now, what about Modern Master? He's still getting that despite the prime pectorals.
I could have swore I bought it again, but I don't know where I put it. Crap. Did I open it? Let me go look downstairs.
And then we get some in-hand shots of Vector Prime,
Yeah, he's looking really good in hand.
except for those hinges right here.
Yeah, that's definitely going to be something that's just going to just stand out to me. Well, that and his legs don't like the design on the legs. I wish they just remolded the front
Yeah, but
to get rid of that techno babble that's there that was meant for the other dude.
Yeah,
techno babble.
I wish they would have retooled it into more gears or whatever.
Yeah.
Like the clockwork or whatever that had.
So it shows that the front end here is on a swivel. So you got that look with the actual gears and clockwork in the front, and then there with the orb.
That looks like something out of play school. It's just so chonky and stubby.
Yeah, he honestly deserved his own mold.
I mean, I'm sure it'll be cool. They nailed the colors, unlike the Hasbro version of the original figure, but I'd almost rather just hunt down a Galaxy Force version and call it a day.
Yeah.
I didn't even catch the part that the front part of the ship swiveled at first when I was looking over these pictures earlier.
Yeah, it's for the transformation. Oh wait, no, because that's the part on the back of the ship. Never mind. Yeah, that's right there.
Yeah, that's new.
Huh. Well, wait, hang on. No, that is his chest. Huh. Okay.
Okay.
Some in-hand shots of Tidal Wave. I cannot wait.
Because he's finally starting to get in people's hands. Holy fuck, this dude's big.
Yeah. Well, I mean, there's the Dark Fleet ship mode.
Having Bolt on the ship mode it's cute. Oh, the mini versions are still so many you can have Bolt landing on it.
Yep.
I'm still in the camp of we need his minicon. Every time we get another Armada figure, we need their minicons. Release like a.
So there's the comparison. So yeah, they were right. He's about 19 inches tall, because I think Devastator was 16.
I want to say Devastator was 18. Because at the he was being advertised as one of the tallest Transformers at the time.
No, because Metroplex came out before Devastator, and he was 22 inches.
Yeah,
or
Devastator
24 inches.
than Metroplex.
So, and then Black Zarek and Scorponok were about what, 21, 22 inches tall? Somewhere in there. So he's probably about 18, 19 inches, somewhere in there.
Did they put next to the Derpaplex, Cybertrap Metroplex?
The Derpaplex.
Well, what about him?
What's his size next to that? Are they the same?
I don't know. I don't think there's a comparison.
Oh, they stayed in? Okay, that's what I was asking.
According to Hasbro, yeah, that Combiner Wars Devastator is 18 inches tall. Because they put a thing on the back of the box to say he was 18 inches tall.
That head sculpt on Tidal Wave just looks so good.
Yeah.
The mustache. And then there's showing. So when you take this piece off, the blaster in the middle of the hand will become the new thumb.
I was wondering about that.
Yeah, so you can see right here.
Okay.
And then the robot thumb becomes the fingers.
Yeah, because I knew that when you made the smaller Dark Fleet, his thumbs came off. So okay, so I was starting to wonder about that.
Yeah, I can't wait to get this. It's supposed to come out in July.
Oh, this is definitely gonna be one of the few ones where I'm gonna have to talk to my finance guy and be like, hey, This is one of the few things I want to try to get. If there is there some way we can fit this in the budget?
Try to fit it in your budget for $50 every 2 weeks.
He might go for that actually.
Use a Zip or QuadPay or whatever it's called now.
Yeah.
You could probably use a firm and get it for like. I know usually with a firm I can get it for like $20 a month for 12 months or something.
Yeah, but you're paying like 13% interest.
Yeah, but
It still fits within the budget.
So recent news. You're getting the traumatized shuttle.
Good.
I want there to be a hole in the back of Braun. Is
I
there a
know.
hole? Is there a hole in the back of Braun?
No, there is not.
Oh, come on.
Yeah, nope. Nothing.
My sadistic side wants every single dead Transformer. I
Have
don't
a
know what
hole.
I don't know what it is, but like I
Well,
understand. Like,
I showed you a meme based on the back of the box art.
yeah,
So you got Ironhide and Prowl still fighting, and these two just
but we need a win. But we do need a wind charger.
Yeah. And then we need to kill him. But yeah, but I like the molding on it though, like all the scuffs and everything, the cracks, the new head with like the one eye kind of squinting.
Yeah, it's not just paint scuffing; it's actually in molding scarring, which is really cool. I mean, which is kind of like what they're doing with Ratchet, with the whole, the window being shattered, and it's still.
I mean, it's the same mold as Ironhide, just with the Ratchet.
I know, but that's what I'm saying though. Is like that actually having battle damage that's look like it's damaged on the character rather than just being scuffs. Siege.
And if you want to get rid of this and just use this as your main Ratchet, just pop the pin out and put the chest from the main release. Yeah, you'll have the clear window unless you have toy hacks or access to the same shade of paint.
But I kind of like this. Where's this going to be released through? Target
Target.
again? Yeah.
Yeah, it's just going to be the regular packaging since they're doing away with Buzzworthy.
Dude, yes. Make it release through my work so I can get it for even cheaper. Yes, please.
So if you're in China, you'll be getting a new visor for the upgrade kit. It'll be yellow instead of blue.
Meh.
Whoopee.
All right, so here's the breaking news. Actually, we'll do this first. Beast Wars has won. They're releasing the album for streaming starting at the end of June. I cannot wait for this. I've been wanting like the actual music from the show, and since they're putting this out, I believe it'll be legal to use it in videos.
Not just that, but like the unedited, like the straight music files instead of
Yes, I need the guitar shredding so I can do the Decepticons Forever thing on TikTok.
Because
I just want a golden disc vinyl version.
Yo,
see, I'm releasing it as a physical copy. I think it's just going to be straight.
I know, but I can hope that one day they'll get their heads out of their asses and be like, "Here's a golden disc vinyl version."
Yeah, that'd be awesome.
What's Transformers? What's the Beast Wars on? It's like how many years has it been?
It's gonna
28.
be 30.
No, 27th anniversary.
It's gonna be 30 coming up. So
yeah, in 2026, right? So it's the 28th anniversary right now.
I remember when Transformers was 30 and it was a big deal. Now Beast Wars is 30.
Oh, thud.
So here's our first look at Treads. Do what?
Sheila.
Oh, red versus blue. So this is from the GoBots 3-pack that's coming out.
Is this
It'll be Treads using the Warpath mold, Smallfoot from Gears,
and then Blue Cosmos.
Yeah, Pathfinder, and apparently the Smallfoot's going to use the toy head for Gears.
What version of Warpath is this? Is this the Kingdom one?
Yes.
Okay. I never messed with them. My version of Warpath that I have is the old Generations one.
It's still one of the best ones. Like, honestly, I have it as Stretch Shot and Strika and Blast Charge.
I mean, yeah, when a mold just clicks, it just clicks. Like weirdly enough, my version of Cup is the old was it Revealed the Shield?
Sergeant Cup,
the truck.
Generations.
Yeah, the pickup truck. That's my version. Like I see my dad in Cup, and I cannot unsee him as a regular pickup truck. So it's like that's my version of Cup. But I need to mess with this mold. The color looks weird to me. But then again, I'm not really that familiar with GoBots outside from like maybe like 2 figures.
It doesn't match the GoBot at all. So,
Yeah, this is based on the was it Encore or E-Hobby set that they did, kind of like.
And I don't understand the colors, but
I mean, the one that's like weirdest out of all of them was, well, I guess they were all weird, but Road Ranger being black and orange instead of blue and red.
yeah.
So if you got the Golden Disc, Road Ranger, and Puffer, that'll go with this. Same with Bug Bite. Who else did they do? Was it just those two?
They could do Ironhide as the Mystery Sheen and call it Puffer. Get it?
Yeah. We need a new Power Glide, so we could have, what was it, Bad Boy? I think was the name of the gray Power Glide. Do Braun as Vanguard.
Braun as Vanguard.
Yeah, because I remember iGear did a retool and they called it Vanguardian or something like that. So, yeah, still some GoBot stuff they could do. I mean, they could take Starscream, turn it into Leader 1. Take Retgar, turn it into Sidekill.
Yeah.
Trying to think who else for GoBots they could do. Turn Wheelie, Core Class Wheelie into Turbo. Just don't do Scooter. I mean, I love Frank Welker, but God, Scooter's voice is annoying.
Yeah, I think
that original figure is not bad though.
Do Optimus Prime in orange and gray and make it stacks.
No, you would have to do the Volvo or whatever one.
Oh yeah, VNR Prime. There you go. Turn it into stacks. But yeah, that pretty much does it for news this week.
Wait,
let me see.
no, there's more. I sent you stuff and you ignored it, Dalton.
Well,
New YOLO Park figure?
Oh. Would be in news and rumors?
Yeah.
I'm trying to find it. Because I'm doing this through oh, here it is. So yeah, new YOLO Park figure coming out.
A Blue Optimus?
Weren't we just talking about this with the Deluxe Prime about them doing this color?
Yeah.
I mean, I'm all for this. Give me this.
I mean, what is it supposed to be again?
It's a Magna Convoy or the Powered Convoy truck, like what came with the Shattered Glass Ultra Magnus.
Oh.
Or like they did for it was a Takara thing. Was it United or something like that? They did the Blue Optimus that came with the sword for Alpha Trion and the shield thing from Mind Wipe. Yeah, that's awesome. I need to get these YOLO Park kits. I mean, I've been hearing so much about them. I just haven't gotten a chance to pick them up. I'd love to get Megatron in safety colors. That'd be awesome.
I mean, I definitely wouldn't mind start picking the Beast War, the Rise of the Beast ones.
I've been hearing a lot of good things about those. The only one I have is Bumblebee. Like, I messed with the Optimus and the Primal last year when we were putting mics together. That was Dylan and I doing that. Were you there, Dylan?
Do you see my camera? Look.
Oh.
So I got the YOLO Parks and the Blockies together.
right, hang on. Let me stop sharing and. Oh fuck! Whoops, sorry.
What'd you do?
I accidentally. What the hell? There we go. I meant to focus on you, and then I accidentally removed you.
Oh,
Womp
Here,
womp.
let's put you back on solo layout and show us again. There you go.
so I didn't put the Bloki Prime together, but
Because
I mean, they're fun.
I love that Cheetor. Oh,
These they have shakeable lights, so you like flick them and their lights turn on.
oh,
Cool.
all the Scourge too. Oh my goodness.
That Rhinox is great.
Oh, the yellow park.
Yeah, he's probably their best one. I mean, I got their Megatron too.
That Megatron looks good. Like, put it in safety colors, I'll be all over it. Put it in shattered glass colors, I'd be all over it.
Exactly. Okay, you can. Oh, look at that TikTok video too.
I'll have to do it afterwards. I don't know how to bring it up on here because I'm not signed it because this is my.
Oh, you're not?
partner's
Okay, so you can't do the. Okay, gotcha.
Yeah, I'm doing this through both my phone and my computer. Or
Away
my,
from me to screen share.
are you on your phone?
Yeah.
Is there a way to screen share on your phone? I don't know. You can't.
Okay.
But I will definitely share it. Like, we can.
Yeah.
Okay, so go through comments here. Hey, Alex Lemon, sorry I didn't see any comments. I should have brought it up on the side. Autobot, Good Season 1 is pretty interchangeable, very generic cartoon hero stuff. It's only later on that when more unique characters like Power Glider, Beachcomber were introduced that did that change. Season 1, there's much separating to Sideswipe from a Brawn line. Huh. Guys, the leader class Soundwave from Pipeline reveals shouldn't have been a reissue of Earthrise Netflix instead, but Studio Series 86 because designer Evan Brooks said want to do it. Okay. Huh. So I guess Evan wanted to do. I'm trying to figure out what this guy's meaning here.
Wait, we're also catching these like way off of time at way off of time. Alex, dialogue was pretty interchangeable. Yeah, he's actually right about that. Very generic action hero stuff. Yeah, he's right.
Well, it's just hard to read this comment from Daniel Rocha,
Guys, the leader class Soundwave from the Pipeline reveal shouldn't have been a reissue of the Earthrise Netflix. It should have been put in a Studio 680 series because the designer Evan Brooks said he want to do it. I'm guessing he said he wanted to put it in an 86 instead of mainline.
I don't know.
Maybe they put it in the main line because Evan wanted to actually do a Studio Series 86 one, like a real one.
Yeah, I think we kind of pitched. Yeah, I think we kind of pitched that. Like they're pushing that out there for people who didn't get it, only to like later down the road redo, like not just like redo the whole figure in general,
but just do a whole new mold.
Yeah.
But, yeah. So been going for almost 2 hours. So glad anyone caught the stream could join. I don't think there's been any new announcements for BotCon yet.
Well, they just dropped a video. That's what I was gonna say. At the end, if you watch, they use Autobot and Decepticon logos to hint at this year's exclusives. So it makes me wonder if they have officially licensed figures again.
Never know.
Mm.
I mean, it's a double year anniversary. They're doing 30th anniversary of the convention, 40 years of Transformers. So likely some good stuff to come out of it.
Good. 15 years of Revenge of the Fallen.
Oh, God. I like to pretend that movie doesn't exist.
A lot of people want to pretend that movie doesn't exist. But you know the worst part is? As much as people hate on that movie and make fun of it, there's worse.
See,
Oh yeah,
I
Age of
liked
Extinction
that one.
and
I know it was a mess, but I liked Revenge of the Fallen.
yeah,
Like I
I
have a
fairly
soft,
recently rewatched it, and it's not the worst movie. I mean, it's still obviously Last Night and Age of Extinction.
See, it was for me. It was fun watching Sam grow up because he was growing up as I grew up. So, like, Sam was getting his first car, I was getting my first car. Sam was going off to college, I was going off to college. Sam was trying to adult and find real jobs. That's what I was doing. So it was kind of
Sam was slowly going more insane. I was slowly going more insane.
yeah, exactly. I mean, look at me now.
I mean, just him screaming in Dark of the Moon. Because Joe, I don't know if you still watch his videos, but Jobby just put out his video of watching Dark of the Moon.
Mm-hmm.
He was watching with Kellen Goff. I mean, Alan, you probably know who that is, but just them reacting to Sam screaming when the little car gets like put up on the pillars, like the barricade or whatever.
yeah.
Yeah, that's Sam, like truly showing how insane he is.
Yep.
Or the thing with the wrists going, or him doing the thing with the watch over the guy says, like, "What are you doing? What are you doing? Get away from me!"
Or in Revenge of the Fallen when he's like, the voices and symbols inside my head let us hear.
Yeah. I will not be.
I give Shia LaBeouf credit for being able to say that line seriously.
It probably was serious. It probably did have voices in his head.
Yeah.
Anyways, so yeah, I think that pretty much does it for this stream. Hope you guys enjoyed. Definitely plan on doing another one of these. There's going to be another news stream or another fan stream sometime this month. They're going to reveal the final 4-pack, and I think there's something on the 13th of June that they're going to announce. Something to do with Armada. It's probably going to be pre-order for Galvatron or something. So he's technically Wave 3.
Yeah.
Even though they showed him with Wave 4.
Maybe some new remolds. Maybe a Red Alert.
That's too early for Red Alert because he's next year.
I mean, June is when they start teasing next year / huh?
No, they usually save that for New York Comic Con or PulseCon.
Oh, who knows? Maybe they have. Maybe a re-release of the show on Blu-ray.
That'd be sweet.
Maybe because those shows are like some of the DVDs are not in circulation anymore. I mean, they're still cheap, but it'd be nice to have. It'd be nice, to have a re-release.
Yeah, and also with BuckCon, I do plan on doing a stream showing off the dealer room. I think either the night before the show opens or maybe during, like before.
Well, you'll be able to get in early because you're Mr. Big Time Staffer this year. So
I didn't know that was public knowledge. That is now, I guess.
We're not ashamed of you, Dalton.
I didn't know if I was allowed to talk about that or not.
I don't know. No one told me we're not supposed to, so.
Well, it's out there.
Yeah, no one got an NDA, which means we can talk about it.
Yep, no contract was signed.
Nope.
But no, yeah, I'm excited to help out with BotCon this year. I've helped as a volunteer, and I like working with Hanny and his crew, and of course with Joe. So yeah, I'm excited to actually kind of be staff this year. So
Mike's excited too.
Yeah, well, yeah, I'm glad to be helping him out because he's been going through a lot.
By the end of the weekend, I'm gonna be sending him to give me so much stuff.
I mean, I've already been his errand boy twice, so
it's just funny.
It's no skin off my back as long as I'm able to have fun, hang out with you guys. I mean, It sucks that Dakota's not going to be there, but he's got his reasons. So, but we'll have to drink
salad. They may be.
We'll have to drink a peanut butter chocolate stout for him.
Yep.
pour one out for Dakota. But so yeah, I mean, we've kind of been rambling. This is just like with my videos. I ramble at the end because I don't know how to end a stream. So Joe, lead us away. Give us all the things we usually say at the end of Stasis Luck.
Goodbye.
Alfredo.
Goodbye.
Animorphs. Beast Wars.
Thumbs dumb.